They don't have the camera calibrations. They don't have the calibration records for any of the radar or laser detectors.
Well,
That's just
that,
problematic.
after I review the
I
officer's
don't know what it
report.
was, but I asked for the footage. There is none. It says, but in the FOIA request, I always ask specifically for calibration records and such. The FOIA request says that they don't have any. The officer said that he had a chest cam recording all my statements. The Washington State does not sanction chest cams for state troopers. I know they don't have them.
I recognize Mr. DeMarco from the community and from having represented him one time many years ago. Before I can hear what you wish to do, I need to find out first, do you have any objection to my hearing your case?
No, I don't. I think it's very simplistic. So, yeah.
Does anyone else present on Zoom or present in the courtroom, does anyone else have an objection to my hearing Mr. DeMarco's case? I believe I would be neutral. But if anyone has an objection, I will simply reset it. Okay, I'm not hearing anything. Mr. DeMarco, do you wish to continue contesting or do you want to do one of the other options?
I'm going to contest.
Okay. Did you have, I'm seeing papers in your hand. Did you have a chance to review the officer's report?
I did.
Okay, you're one up on me. I'll review it after I hear your testimony. But for right now, raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, you can remain standing or be seated, whichever you prefer. And what is it you would like me to know?
So I did a FOIA request on this, and because I had spoken with the officer on scene, and I said that I'm like, there's no way I was doing 90 miles per hour at that time of the evening with all the trucks and the traffic. I was in the second from the right lane. He was merging on. I saw him merging on. There was also a state trooper vehicle in the far left lane that was speeding. I mean, but that's not my problem, right? And so I as I passed the Mack truck, the large truck, he was passing that truck and he got right up on me. I mean, like if I would have touched the brakes, he would have hit me. And so I, of course, naturally then moved over. And then when I pulled over, he then turned his lights on. And so I pulled over. So we continue with the stop and he says, hey, your car looks a whole lot like a police vehicle, right? Which I drive a white Explorer. I'm a designated crisis responder in Pierce County. I work with the sheriff's department. That's the car I drive. And I said, yeah. And he's like, well, you probably gotten told that a few times. I've gotten pulled over and told that I've been behaving like a police officer. And I was like, that's not okay, right? So we had this conversation. He said, you seem fidgety, which I imagine is where this statement of my back hurting. And I told him I had hurt my back today. And so, I'm just uncomfortable. I'm coming home early. But in the FOIA request, I always ask specifically for calibration records and such. The FOIA request says that they don't have any. The officer said that he had a chest cam recording all my statements. The Washington State does not sanction chest cams for state troopers. I know they don't have them. If they have them, they're not admissible in court because they haven't been paid for by taxpayers. So FOIA request says that. I was very disappointed with his behavior. He was very harassing to me because I was wearing my badge, and I said that I'm a DCR. So I don't know what his experience is with that. I don't know if there was a problem. I don't know what it was, but I asked for the footage. There is none. It says literally here. The only person I request. At the time, we have no record of this Coban dash camera traffic stop. Therefore, there is no available footage. So I'm like, well, was I pulled over or was I not? There's a narrative saying I was pulled over. There's a ticket saying I was pulled over. There's no footage available for my FOIA request. That's kind of where I'm at. I mean, there's more. There's more in here where they don't have the camera calibrations. They don't have the calibration records for any of the radar or laser detectors.
Well,
that's problematic.
After I review the officer's report, that part of it may carry more weight for me than whether or not there was video.
Right.
Of course, that depends on what's in the report. Okay, is there anything additional you'd like me to consider?
I think that's about it, yeah.
Okay, be just a moment here. And you've read, yeah, you have already reviewed the officer's report. It actually says 90 miles over the speed limit, accidentally.
The car doesn't go that fast.
Okay. Most of them don't, but that doesn't mean yours hasn't been modified. All right. If you would approach, please, and let me see the certifications or the lack thereof.
So that's the second page of the FOIA request. The first page is my ask, me requesting, and then that is the page with the results.
Okay, actually, what I'm seeing is that just talks about the camera certifications. I'm not seeing where it might talk about the radar devices certifications.
In their response?
In your request or their response.
If I may.
You may, absolutely.
In my ask, I ask for, in number 3, all supporting narrative or narratives from the officer and radar laser detection calibration records developed in traffic stop, infraction number.
Gotcha.
They say
Okay.
here, provided in released records, which
Okay.
means not here.
So I did not.
Yeah.
I did not.
I took
see
that
it.
as it doesn't exist because they already wrote in there that something else doesn't exist. So that
Okay.
was my interpretation.
All right.
Which is favorable to me, I guess, I suppose, but.
Your request could have been more clear, but under the infraction rules, I believe you've arguably made a sufficient request for certification records of the radar device. The officer or trooper having checked it before and after is very useful information for me to have, and that's in his report. But based on your request and lack of a response, even though it could have been more clear,
Understand.
I'm on the fence, so I'm dismissing. I am right on the fence. I could
Gotcha.
just as easily have tipped the other direction, but
Yeah.
because I'm on the fence, it goes to the defendant's favor. So it's dismissed. You're done for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Have a great day, ladies.